Have you ever felt like you're slowly losing touch with your friends and family, but can't pinpoint why? Today, we're uncovering the subtle tactics a narcissist uses to pull you away from your support network. This video is crucial for anyone who feels cut off and wants to understand how to break this pattern. Let's reclaim your connections together. 1. The charm offensive. So you meet someone who immediately seems like the person of your dreams. Their eyes light up when they see you. They remember every detail about your last conversation, and they always seem to just say the right thing. They shower you with praise, gifts, attention, and maybe even love bomb you with affection right from the get-go. This whirlwind of adoration can feel utterly intoxicating, like a rush you've never felt before. But here's where it gets sneaky. This is often a calculated move, not genuine admiration. This intense spotlight they shine on you serves a purpose. It's designed to make you feel incredibly special and important to them. You might start thinking, no one has ever understood or appreciated me quite like this before. But this is the dangerous allure of the charm offensive. It's a facade, an act. The narcissist's goal, to make you so enamored and dependent on their admiration that you don't notice when things begin to shift. So, while their song is enticing, remember, some things are too good to be true. 2. Seeds of doubt. You're in a garden surrounded by vibrant flowers representing your relationships. But among these flowers, a narcissist plants stealthy seeds, unnoticed and silent. As days goes by, these seeds start sprouting into unsightly weeds of doubt. Subtle comments like, "Did you notice how Jane didn't really listen to your story at the party?" Or, "Tom always seems to overshadow you, doesn't he?" begin to take root in your mind. The more these seeds are watered with sly insinuations, the more they grow, pushing out the beautiful blooms you once cherished. The narcissist's motive is to make you second-guess the intentions and loyalty of those you hold dear. Before you realise it, you're viewing your relationships through a lens tainted with suspicion. The joyous gatherings with friends become questioning glances and silent musings. All the while, the narcissist stands back, watching the garden they've manipulated. Their ultimate goal is to have you abandon your blossoming bonds, leaving only their weed of control standing tall. 3. The green-eyed monster. Here's how it goes. You begin by sharing a happy moment with someone else, maybe a co-worker or an old friend. Just as you're riding that joy wave, in swoops the narcissist with their cloud of jealousy and comparison. "You never laugh like that with me," or "looks like you had more fun with them than you ever do with me." Suddenly, their self-worth is pitted against your other relationships, turning your happiness into a source of insecurity for them. They don't just stop at drawing comparisons. They'll often belittle themselves, almost forcing you into the role of a constant comforter. "I guess it's not as fun as John," or "maybe I'm just boring compared to your friends." It's a relentless tug of war, with them wanting to be the undisputed star in your sky. What they want is to make sure you're perpetually anchored to them, fearing that any joy outside their realm might threaten the balance. It's designed to guilt you into behaving how they want you to, and ensuring they remain centre stage in your life. 4. Isolation tricks. We've all dreamed of those just us moments, haven't we? Those secluded getaways and intimate dinners where it's just you and your significant other. But when it comes to narcissists, this seemingly romantic desire has a darker edge. They'll often use phrases like, "I just want some quality time, just the two of us," making you feel special and uniquely wanted. But little by little, these requests begin to increase in frequency. What started as an occasional weekend in becomes a consistent routine, with them subtly insisting that it's more meaningful to stay in than to hang out with others. And then there's the subtle undermining. "Wouldn't it be so much nicer if it were just us tonight?" Or, "I feel like we haven't had a moment to ourselves in ages." Slowly, these words work their magic, convincing you that the outside world is too noisy, too chaotic, or simply unnecessary. Before you know it, those cherished coffee dates with friends, family gatherings, or even quick catch-ups start to fade, replaced by the cocoon the narcissist has crafted. This isn't about seeking intimacy, it's about creating a world where they are the sole focus, and everyone else fades into the background. 5. Amateur dramatics. Ever noticed how something happens to upset them every time you have plans away? It's a crafty, almost theatrical technique that narcissists pull out of their hats. Every time you're about to embark on a fun day with friends, or a chilled evening with family, they roll out the drama, making it difficult for you to leave. Be it a sudden, inexplicable emotional breakdown, an unexpected crisis they just have to deal with and require your immediate support, or maybe they'll even claim they had special plans they'd forgotten to mention until now. Narcissists are masters of creating just enough chaos to ensure they remain front and centre. And the Oscar for the best dramatic performance goes to, yep, you guessed it. By ensuring there's always a riveting subplot or twist in the tale, they secure their place as the lead role in your life's movie, sidelining everyone else. 6. Spy games. Nothing says control like keeping tabs on you 24/7. Here's a scenario. Say you leave your phone unattended for a few minutes, and the next thing you know, you're being quizzed about a casual chat with an old friend, or a comment you left on a post. They gain this knowledge by stealthily going through your messages, or perhaps even installing apps to monitor your activities or track your location. It's not just jealousy, it's complete control. They want to know who you're talking to, what you're discussing, and how often. Your online life becomes their personal dossier, and heaven forbid you forget to share some minor details. That will be a full-on interrogation session. This constant surveillance ensures you're always second-guessing and censoring. They want to wear you down, making you less likely to maintain other relationships, and so more reliant on them. In the narcissist spy game, trust is the first casualty. 7. Frequent ultimatums. The ultimatum. It's a forceful weapon narcissists use when they're not getting their way. Here's the chilling scene. You're standing at a crossroad, and the narcissist drops the bomb. It's me or them. These ultimatums are intentionally black and white, designed to push you into a corner where, they hope, your only escape route leads straight to them. But why do they resort to such drastic measures? It's a culmination of fear and desperation. Narcissists, underneath their facade, fear abandonment intensely. By making you choose, they are trying to cement your loyalty, attempting to make sure that there's no one else you can turn to but them. The ultimatum is also a power play. It's a test to see just how much control they have over you. By pressuring you to choose them over your loved ones, they're not just trying to isolate you, they're trying to reaffirm their dominance in your life. 8. Fake concern. There's a fine line between genuine care and manipulative interference, and narcissists are masters at blurring this boundary. So you're excited about a recent get-together with an old friend, only to hear, "Are you sure about hanging out with Jenna? I've heard she's not been a great influence on her friends." These insidious remarks may at first appear to come from a place of protective love. After all, who wouldn't want their partner or close friend looking out for them? However, dive a little deeper and you'll notice a consistent pattern. A small remark about your cousin's reckless nature, a raised eyebrow at your choice of friends, or a subtle jibe at a family member's past mistakes. Each comment, seemingly innocent on its own, collectively works to sow seeds of mistrust in your circle. The strategy is twofold. Firstly, by expressing these concerns, the narcissist positions themselves as the ever-watchful guardian, the only one who truly has your back. Secondly, by casting doubt on those you trust, they hope to widen the gap between you and your loved ones, ensuring that they become your primary, if not sole, confidant. This is not genuine worry or protective love, it's a cleverly disguised tactic to isolate you under the pretense of care. 9. Pity parties. We all need a shoulder to lean on from time to time, but the narcissist takes us to a whole new level with their pity parties. Instead of sharing genuine struggles or seeking mutual comfort, they consistently present themselves as the perennial victim in nearly every story. "Can you believe what my boss said to me?" Or, "Why does everything bad always happen to me?" are their favourite kind of phrases. What they want is to monopolise your attention and sympathy. Over time, you may find yourself consumed by their endless tales of woe, feeling obligated to console and prioritise them above all else. Every gathering, every conversation seems to revolve around their hardships. This tactic has an ulterior motive. By continuously positioning themselves in the eye of the storm, they not only divert your attention from others, but also cultivate a sense of indebtedness. You start feeling like it's your duty to be their constant pillar, often at the cost of sidelining your own needs or those of other loved ones. The narcissist pity party is rarely about seeking genuine support. It's a strategic move to ensure they remain centre stage in your life. 10. Hidden heroics. In the company of a narcissist, you'll certainly encounter tales of their hidden heroics. These aren't your everyday brave acts. Instead, they're subtle, often fabricated acts of selflessness and sacrifice the narcissist claims to perform behind the scenes, just for you. Did you know I turned down that promotion so we could spend more time together? Or, I didn't tell you, but I defended you to Jane the other day. These statements may sound noble on the surface, but scratch a bit deeper and the manipulative intent reveals itself. Their goal with these secret acts of valour? To create a narrative where they're your unsung hero. This way, you always feel a step behind in the giving department, striving to match their selfless gestures. By constantly reminding you of their hidden sacrifices, they aim to induce a sense of eternal gratitude. The expectation then becomes clear. How could you possibly prioritise others when they're doing so much for you in the shadows? It's a cunning play, ensuring you're perpetually tethered to them in indebted awe. Creepy, isn't it? The lengths some go to isolate and control. It's a maze of manipulation, but knowledge is the best defence. So, why not delve deeper? Up next, discover 13 alarming reasons why narcissists target empathetic people, or learn about how to take control away from a narcissist. Thanks for joining us. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more.